A black woman was ridiculed at Jiu-Jitsu class, then submitted a black belt in 14 seconds. A black woman named Amara Jackson walked into the fluorescent-lit Jiu-Jitsu gym on the outskirts of Atlanta with nothing but a borrowed white belt tied around her waist and a storm of determination in her chest, and before she could even take her first step onto the mat, she felt the weight of eyes on her. Some curious, some judgmental, and some disturbingly dismissive. A few whispers carried across the sweat-slick mats, little chuckles that tried to mask themselves as casual banter. But Amara knew the sound of ridicule when she heard it. She'd been hearing it since she was a little girl. The tone that said, "You don't belong here." And as she bowed toward the mat, she overheard one of the guys snicker, "She won't last 5 minutes," while another smirked, "Hope she brought Band-Aids." They didn't know that she had grown up fighting battles far tougher than any chokehold or armbar, that she had been homeless for a stretch of her teenage years, that she had buried her mother at 19 and raised her little sister while working double shifts at a diner, that she had endured nights of walking home alone in the freezing dark, clutching her pepper spray, feeling the cold sting of fear, but pushing through it anyway, that she had been told all her life in subtle and not so subtle ways that she wasn't good enough, smart enough, or tough enough. And here she was, standing barefoot on the edge of the mat, ready to roll. Coach Miller, a wiry, grizzled veteran of the sport with cauliflower ears and a permanent squint, paired her with Big Nate for her first sparring session, a 6'2", 230-pound brown belt with a reputation for testing newcomers. And Nate, with a grin that was equal parts cocky and cruel, said loud enough for the room to hear, "Don't worry, I'll go easy on you." And Amara just smiled faintly because she had learned long ago that the most dangerous opponent is the one you underestimate. The first roll was brutal. Nate pushing her around, using his weight to smother her, crushing her ribs against the mat until her breath came in shallow bursts. But Amara's mind was scanning every grip, every shift of his hips, every overextension, every careless move born from arrogance. And when the bell rang, she didn't smile. She didn't gloat. She just nodded. Weeks turned into months, months into a year. And every night, she stayed after class drilling techniques with the quiet intensity of someone who was building not just skill, but destiny. And the whispers in the gym began to change. First mocking, then surprised, then reluctantly respectful. By her second year, Amara was competing, and not just competing, winning, stacking gold medals from local tournaments, submitting opponents with clean, surgical precision. Still, some in the gym clung to their prejudice. Some still believed. She was a lucky beginner, and the day came when Coach Miller decided to put the rumors to rest. An open sparring challenge during a Saturday seminar, visiting black belts from across the state, and among them, one named Victor Reyes, a multiple-time state champion known for crushing opponents quickly, was asked to roll with her. The gym was packed, bodies leaning against the walls, the air thick with sweat and anticipation. Some phones already recording, maybe expecting to capture her being taught a lesson. They slapped hands, Victor smirking just slightly, and, in that instant, Amara's body went still. Her mind a razor's edge because she had seen this exact guard pass 100 times in drilling, had studied it, had built traps for it, and the moment he lunged in, she baited the pass, hooked his arm, swung her leg over, and locked the triangle choke so deep and so fast that the room went dead silent. Her hips shot up, her ankles crossed, and before anyone could process what was happening, Victor tapped. 14 seconds. 14 seconds to silence every voice that had laughed at her, doubted her, ridiculed her. And as Victor sat back, gasping, and the gym erupted in shouts and disbelief, Amara stood, sweat dripping, chest heaving, eyes fierce, and for the first time she allowed herself a full smile because this wasn't just a win. It was a statement. She belonged here. She had always belonged here. After class, some of the same people who had whispered against her now came up to shake her hand. Others avoided her gaze, and Amara just packed her bag quietly, walking out into the cool Georgia evening, knowing that what she had done wasn't just for her, but for every girl, every woman, every underdog who had been told they couldn't, shouldn't, or wouldn't succeed. Because now they knew, and she knew, that they could. And if you're hearing this, if you've ever been mocked, doubted, or underestimated, let Amara's story burn in your chest. Don't wait for permission. Don't ask for approval. Don't let someone else's small vision decide the size of your dream. Step onto your mat, whatever that mat is for you, and fight until your victory is undeniable. Then share this story so someone else can find the courage to do the same, because your win might just be the thing that changes their life.